RP Singh is national spokesperson of the BJP. Kailash Adhikari is MD of governance now. Zishan Haider is political analyst joining us on the broadcast. But first and foremost, I want to go across to Akashdeep Puni. Akashdeep Puni, this is a sensational charge being made by the Enforcement Directorate. Of course, they will have to prove this ultimately in a court of law, but there sum and substance of what appears to be the most significant new charge coming out is that Vivek Tyagi, believed to be a political secretary of Mr. Sanjay Singh, was given stakes in the business of one of the accused, Amit Arora, as some form of a quid pro quo or kickback, however one chooses to term it. How do you look at this allegation, Mr. Muni?
Madhavji, Dinesh Arora was an accused and now he has turned approver.
Amit Arora, sir. This is Amit Arora, not Dinesh Arora. Just to set the record straight. Go ahead.
Okay. But his brother Dinesh Arora has turned approver and now Amit Arora has some allegations. Now, I want to bring your consideration to a person called Arla Chandan. Now, who is Arla Chandan? This Arla Chandan was also a previous approver for Enforcement Directorate in this particular case, that is excise scam, and who was the who oversees the Trident Champar Limited business. And what he said is that he alleged that he has completely had hearing loss in 1 year and partial hearing loss in other year, and then he retracted his approver comments and then wrote a letter to the ED saying that I was taking all these comments under duress, and he has written a letter to that all the statements were extracted false statements, and they forced me to sign papers and then said certain things that were contradictory to facts. So how do you know that that particular case where Arla Chandan was forced to make statements is not the case with this particular case of Arora brothers? First. The second point which I want to make in this particular case is that whenever somebody is arrested, the only reason is that, arrest is made because of the influence of this person. In case of Satyendra Jain and in case of Manish Sisodiya also was told that their minister, they can influence the investigating process.
So influential people cannot commit crimes according to you?
In the Delhi government.
Influential people may not commit crimes. You may be influential, but that means you have to have an immunity from committing crimes, according to you, Mr. Muni.
No, Madhavji, influence, it means that in court of law, influence is
you're accusing the most influential man in the country, Mr. Modi, of corruption. So the same logic applies to Mr. Sanjay Singh, who's also an MP. I don't think that argument works, but since you asked the first question, we will take this across to RP Singh. One second. We have limited time. RP Singh, I want you to come in on the allegation of Akashdeep Puni. He says that one of the other accused has, accused, if I can put it very simple terms for people to understand, some kind of third degree, action against one of the other persons who turned approver. How can we believe this particular approver? That's the question coming from Akashdeep Puni. Please respond to him. RP Singh.
Let's first, no, Mr. Akash Muni didn't answer the actual question, which was Vivek Tyagi. And let me make it clear, Amit Arora and Dinesh Arora are not brothers. They run different company and they are different people. I mean, they have nothing to do with the family as such. But coming to the issue of Vivek Tyagi, let's talk about Vivek Tyagi. Vivek Tyagi is partner in Aralia Hospitality company owned and managed by Mr. Amit Arora. And there's something like sweat money. I mean, because Mr. Sanjay Singh was helping them to get all those licenses and helping them to all that vending situation shops. So that's why this guy was taken as a partner. And Mr. Sanjay Singh is on record saying that oh, मेरा गरीब सा एक लड़का है, उसको पुलिस तंग कर रही है. I mean, I will send you the video also. मेरा गरीब सा लड़का है, मेरा गरीब सा सहयोगी है. I mean, if that man is so poor that he is working with you as an employee, as a parliamentary secretary, how can you be partner in one of the biggest company in hospitality in Gurgaon?
Okay.
So this clearly shows there was a game plan, there was a quid pro, and that quid pro is coming out. And Mr. Akashdeep Puni is not answering that quid pro part. He's giving every other logic than quid pro thing.
Okay. Kingpin अगला है कहना अनुराग ठाकुर का ज़िशान हैदर, लेकिन ये भी कहा जा रहा है, अब हमने रिमांड नोट के द्वारा जो सामने हमारे पास आ रही है बात, और आरपी सिंह is also saying that this person who Sanjay Singh, RP Singh says, describes as a गरीब आदमी और a बेचारा लड़का, whatever it is also a stakeholder in a very big hospitality company. इसको कैसे explain करेंगे आप ज़िशान हैदर?
जी माधव जी, एक बड़ी खास बात यही है कि देखिए, कल भी शायद पर मैंने एक बात कही थी, वो ये कि कितने भी इल्जाम आप लगाइए, कितने भी एलिगेशन आप लगाइए, क्या संजय सिंह के घर से कुछ मिला अभी तक, या कहीं तक जहां भी पैसों की बात हो रही है, या जो भी ऐसे कि 32 लाख रुपए कहाँ पहुंचाए जाएंगे, कि क्या होगा, इस तरह की बातें। तो 1 रुपया जब आप कहीं से अभी कहीं कोई
अक्यूज्ड के कंपनी में स्टेक को क्या कहेंगे आप? पीए को अगर अक्यूज्ड के कंपनी में स्टेक दिया जा रहा है तो इसको क्या आप सबूत नहीं मानेंगे?
बिल्कुल इसलिए भी नहीं मानेंगे क्योंकि देखिए ये सारी चीजें तो अदालत तय करेगी। अभी कह देने से क्या होता है इन सारी चीजों से, कि आपने ही कह दिया कि स्टेक है और
नहीं,
किसी
हमने नहीं कहा सर, ये ईडी ने कहा है, ये एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टरेट ने रिमांड पेपर्स में कहा है, हमने बिल्कुल नहीं कह रहे हैं, हमारे तरफ से कोई क्लेम नहीं है, ईडी की क्लेम है सर। प्लीज लेट मी गेट द रिकॉर्ड स्ट्रेट।
ईडी अदालत में ही तो पेश करेगी, तभी तो साबित होगा। ये सारी चीज कोर्ट में लाएगी तभी तो साबित होगा। और दूसरी
बिल्कुल
बात
ला
ये कि
चुकी है, रिमांड नोट में ला चुकी है ऑलरेडी, इसीलिए हम इसको डिस्कस
तो
कर रहे हैं।
ये भी सारी चीजें हैं। और सबसे बड़ी खास बात जो अभी भी संजय सिंह कहे हैं कि मोदी जी हार रहे हैं, देखिए, और हारने की घबराहट बता रही है कि 2024 में इंडिया गठबंधन जो तैयार है। और सबसे पहले उन्हें इसीलिए केजरीवाल के 3 लेफ्टिनेंट जो हैं, जिनको एक के बाद एक जेल में डाला जा रहा है, ताकि वो हो जाएं और फिर सारे गठबंधन के ये जो खास तौर से मतलब जो है वो किसी
Who's
तरह
the
टूटे और
kingpin?
2024
Who's the
में नजर
kingpin,
आने।
Kailash Adhikari? Mr. Anurag Thakur says there's a kingpin left to be arrested. This is what his claim is. Who's this kingpin?
We all know who the kingpin is, Madhav.
Who is it? Please tell us.
And it's no secret that the person who is running the Delhi government as of today, the executive head of the Delhi government. But Madhav, all facts are in front of us. The ED charge sheet, the remand note spells out all the facts in front of us. The approvers have said it. And also in today's press conference about how Mr. Sanjay Singh was at Delhi's chief minister's residence and the 32 lakh entire kissa of the bribery, it's all out in the open. And naturally, when all these evidences are there, the investigative agencies of our nation, which are one of the most competent agencies run by very competent officials, naturally they will take cognizance of that, and they will take due actions. And if there's anything more that these people have to say other than the fact that, this is political vendetta and all these are very, I would say that ये सब बहुत बार हो चुका है, and these are just रटे हुए dialogues अब हो चुके हैं. And now, naturally, in this entire net, when further investigation goes in, the kingpin will come in.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. In fact, I'm going to request you all to stay on with us. We will continue with this discussion. Very, very significant one indeed. As far as the Delhi liquor scam is concerned, the Liquorgate scam is concerned. We're slipping into a quick break. We'll be back with more in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Nation Wants to Know. Let's take this back to our guests, Zishan Haider and RP Singh, who are joining us. Zishan Haider, break से पहले मैंने सवाल पूछा था कि अनुराग ठाकुर कह रहे हैं कि किंग पिन इस पूरे मामले में जल्द गिरफ्तार होंगे। कौन है किंग पिन आपके जानकारी में या आपके समझ में?
जी, मेरी समझ में किंग कोई मिलेगा भी नहीं। और दूसरी सबसे बड़ी बात ये है कि खास बात एक आपको और बता दूं कि बड़ी एक जो लगातार डिबेट चल रही है, मैं बस एक ही बात कहना चाहूँ कि देखिए, स्क्रीन पर भी लिख रहा है मोदी, स्क्रीन पर भी लिखा हुआ दिख रहा है मोदी जी हार रहे हैं इसलिए ऐसा कर रहे हैं, बार बार अत्याचार है मोदी जी का, मोदी जी हार रहे हैं ऐसा कर रहे हैं। ये चीज, ये बिल्कुल फैक्ट है कि अब
स्क्रीन पे ये लिखा है जो संजय सिंह कह रहे हैं, लेकिन ना किंग मिलेगा ना पिन मिलेगा। आरपी सिंह, क्या जवाब देंगे आप जीशान जी को?
देखिए, पहली बात तो मैं इस बात का आंसर दे दूं, व्हाट दे वर सेइंग दैट कि हार रहे हैं, तो पंजाब में ये लोग हार रहे हैं इसलिए इन्होंने 4 मंत्री अरेस्ट कर लिए कांग्रेस पार्टी के, उनके नेता एक और एमएलए अरेस्ट कर लिए कांग्रेस पार्टी के। इट्स नॉट दैट, इट्स अ फाइट अगेंस्ट करप्शन। इफ दे डू इज गुड, इफ वी डू इट इज बैड। इट्स नॉट, you can't do that. I mean, parameters have to be same as far as corruption goes, and as far we all know who's a kingpin. I mean, nothing can happen in Delhi without the consent of the chief minister.
Okay.
Although he doesn't sign papers, but yes, every cabinet meeting he has
Well,
to
that's been a criticism of opposition parties that a chief minister without a portfolio is something that is rather unusual, at least is a question that has been raised times again. But completely out of time. RP Singh, Zishan Haider, I'd like to thank both of you for joining us, and of course Kailash Adhikari and Akash Deep a little earlier in the show. Slipping into a quick break. News continues on the other side. Stay tuned.